I'm gonna get you a vibrator.
With this coming.
I now have that on the thing. Okay.
I'm just saying.
So
Was that you counting this one?
Hey guys, welcome to the Lionfish podcast. I'm Mahima and this is
Gabby.
And we are two people who like to produce stuff, and this is one of the things that we're producing. It's our podcast, and it's called Lion and Fish because I'm a Leo and she's Pisces. So anyway,
Lionfish.
Lionfish.
Yep.
Sounds like lionfish
Lionfish?
with my accent.
I didn't hear that.
Okay, good. Little bit about I think. Can you not play with my hair? What? Is there food in my hair? That's a tendency that happens.
Mm-hmm.
I am from New Delhi, India. I came here to act. That's where I met this fabulous human being, and we've been acting together, writing together.
For 2 years?
We've known each other
Well, we've known each other since school.
since school, but it's funny, we didn't really meet or do much until in the fourth semester, which was 2015.
Yeah. So 3 years ago. So
Yeah,
that's 3 years.
That's the longest relationship I've ever had with her. No, kidding. Shut up. So I'm also an actor. She's an actor. She's fabulous. I think I'm also fabulous. I don't know what I'm saying. Gabby, why don't you talk about yourself? Because
Okay. My name is Gabby. I am a military brat. I'm also an actor. Grew up in the South. I don't have that much of a Southern accent as people tell me. I do, but only when I'm really tired, when I'm home, and when I'm drunk. So
my accent's always like that. I've been trying to get the fucking American accent. I don't understand how you guys... What is the American accent?
I don't know. What accent?
I try whatever you guys do. Like to us, it all sounds the same. South, North. You guys are just fucking Americans. To us, it's all the same. Oh, by the way, we're
gee,
live
thanks.
from New York,
Yes.
Harlem, to be specific. 'Cause
Yes.
Harlem, yeah.
Yay, Harlem. Representing Harlem.
Yep. So yeah, accent. That's you all sound the same.
Really?
Just the way every South Asian sounds the same to
See,
everyone.
I think that's really interesting though, because you really don't hear like a difference in terms of like, I don't know, Northeast versus California versus the South. No?
I mean, you can hear a little bit, but there's something so American about the way you guys like just do this, like
I mean,
the R's
yeah,
or the.
they're all like it is
American,
very
yeah.
like American. It's all very American.
Like I can see the difference between Britishers, like like.
Well, that's a big difference.
That is a big difference. I'm just saying that it sounds, but it's hard. It's hard, to get American accent. I've been trying to do that. Speak with distinction. Yo, Edith Skinner. Okay. For all the IPA, but no.
Yes,
Indian
representation for Edith Skinner.
Edith Skinner in International Phonetic Language. That's what IPL.
IPA.
IPA. What's the A for? Alphabet. International Phonetic Alphabet.
Oh my God!
I swear to God, we went to school for this.
Please don't ask me.
I thought you were the good student.
I was a good student. That was also 3 years ago. I don't
Jesus,
remember.
sorry if our teacher is listening to this.
Yes, I'm
apology.
sorry to our teacher.
We were so fascinated by the warm-ups of
disappointed.
Peter Piper, the Pickle Pepper Picker. We tend to break into warm-ups because we're actors, for dancers, how they just break into dance. So our warm-up is...
I don't know, I don't spontaneously break into warm-ups.
You're making me look so bad right now, Gabby. You're making... Okay, I know. Gabby prepared some topics to talk about because...
Well, we were both supposed to prepare topics. That was a two-person thing, and then it became a one-person thing.
See, the reason it is lion and fish is because fishes are very, I don't know why, they're good known for their planning.
I don't think fish are known.
Pisces.
I don't think there's any kind of documentary about fish that's like they're really good at planning.
Hey, have we Flounder and Little Mermaid? No, he wasn't Flounder, it was Sebastian.
No, he wasn't.
Sorry.
No, sorry.
I don't have my Disney
Still
correct.
not a good argument.
Anyway, so Pisces are known for their organizing and, like she has this cute little note card. Leos, we are very spontaneous. We just wake up and we are like, let's go with the flow. So
And make sure my hair looks amazing.
that is
And my
true.
makeup looks amazing.
I just
my
put on
eyebrows
lipstick.
look amazing.
I did not get
and my
my
clothes look amazing.
That is lies. All lies. Anyway. You spoil me endlessly. Wait, so I also have some topics in my head. I just didn't make notes of it.
Okay. So what are yours? Or what do you want to talk about?
Can we just talk about Beyonce for a second? I think no one talks about her enough. I think this is like...
I feel like people talk about Beyonce a lot.
No. I don't think people...
No offense to Beyonce. No, don't get me wrong. Love Beyonce.
Queen!
Definitely part of the Beehive.
Okay.
Bayhive.
You're not...
But people talk about Beyonce a lot.
On the Run
A lot.
opens
I don't
in less
think
than a
we're-
week. So that's exciting.
Wait, has that started?
Less than a week, I think. It's about to begin.
We never got tickets.
You know how expensive they are?
I know.
We're producing this so that we get money and then we can watch Beyonce whenever we want to.
Is that why?
One of the reasons, so that Beyonce hears us, like, these guys deserve tickets to my
Beyonce's
show.
like, I listened to your random podcast.
Hey, I bought her Lemonade album on iTunes and I think I contributed to Blue Ivy's education. So, Beyonce, if you're listening to this, hi. I don't know what
Is that it?
is that it?
That's
I'm just
That's
too
the
shy.
one thing that you wanted to say to
I
Beyonce.
love
You
you
got
so
a
much.
platform to talk to
I
Beyonce, and the first and only thing you say is, hi.
Because I don't think I'll be able to utter anything because I'll be like taken by her shine, her glow, her beauty, her... Okay, I should stop. We should talk about...
Well, you said Beyonce. What about Beyonce? Just in general. Her
Just in
Beyonce
general, everything about her, like her performance, like how she's like single-handedly changing so much. It's like she is like making her own rules and then breaking them and then making more rules, and she's just like...
And we still haven't watched her Coachella.
Yeah, because we have to watch it together. Maybe we can do it for our next episode in which we can like watch it. Like there's a TV behind us, behind you guys. I mean, this is a weird gesture. And we can watch the performance, and all you get to see is like my reactions or maybe tears from Gabby, because she has a tendency to cry when she sees something awesome. I saw your face when you saw Black Panther. I had to like hold you. You were shaking. I was shaking too, but you were crying.
Thank you, Mahima.
It's a good thing. Emotions are good. We don't see that much emotions.
Yes, I do. Wait a second. This is contradictory because you were also telling me how...
Organized people can be emotional.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. How you were saying that I don't cry at things. Because I didn't cry at Titanic. Because I didn't cry at Titanic.
She's lying. She's just trying to be one of those people like, oh, Titanic, I'm so
had
above
no
it.
feelings because I didn't cry at Titanic. But then you just talked about how much I cry. Which is it?
I'm not sure. I wasn't present. I wasn't in your life in 1997 when that movie came out. Maybe you were crying. Maybe you're lying.
I was not allowed to see that when I was 9 years old.
I saw it. It was released in India. We saw it. It was lit. We saw it in this movie hall filled with...
So you saw it when you were a fetus?
I wasn't a fetus. I was at least 5.
You were 5 years old and you saw...
My mom is awesome and she wanted me to watch. I think Titanic was one of the movies that made me want to come and like pursue acting, or I don't know, just like be in New York, because that scene in which she's like sees the necklace and then the Statue of Liberty.
That made you want to come to New York?
That and Devil Wears Prada and Sex and the City, not Friends. What are the movies or shows I don't know? New York City. Anyway, yes, you do cry. You cry watching TV shows. You cried watching that. You cried during Wonder Woman too. I heard that from reliable sources.
I did. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it was me, so that's pretty reliable.
Yeah.
I did cry in Wonder Woman because it was beautiful, and I loved it so very much, and I really I loved the direction of it as well.
Yeah,
that's.
I am thinking I didn't cry. I liked it. I was definitely cheering. But the last movie that I really, really cried in was... Did I cry during Black Panther?
I don't know.
Maybe I cried seeing you cry.
Did you... Was that your first time seeing it with me?
A movie?
No.
You cried in Finding Dory. You cried during Finding Dory.
Did I cry during
Yes, you did.
Dory?
I remember because that was for our friend's birthday. We cry. We have a tendency to cry during
I don't
stuff.
remember crying in Finding Dory.
Or was it
I
our
might
friends?
have.
You might have.
I don't
When she gets
remember
lost,
it,
when she meets her parents.
Maybe I did.
I just cry whenever I hear Ellen's voice, because Ellen DeGeneres, you are another queen. Beyonce and Ellen, we would love to have you on our show one day. We're in Harlem.
Yeah, that'd be great. Come to Harlem.
Great. We're pretty cool. We shoot on our couch. You love our couch. Just saying. You want to get onto topics?
I mean, sure.
We were talking about Beyonce, so I've covered that.
I mean, we can... I feel like we covered Beyonce because there's
no, don't get me wrong. There's
She's
not
always
enough
amazing.
information, enough
Okay.
words to encapsulate the awesome job. No, it's not even like about her talent. Like that is like established fact. And people who don't agree that people who don't agree about her talent. I don't know if you're allowed to use bad words here. But bad words to you. So she's talent, but she's single-handedly changing. Like I cannot wait to have a daughter and make her dance to Beyonce's music, make her watch
make her.
Oh, I'm a Leo. Didn't we establish that Leo Pisces? Oh, Pisces.
All right, I'm sorry. Mahima's future children, you have no choice.
You'll be the godmother to those children, so they are taken care
and
of
I
by
will
the
tell
aunt.
them, honey, you don't have to dance.
You
to
have
Beyonce
to dance. You have to dance to single ladies. You need to do all those movements.
You
And
don't
really
have
need to
to.
memorize the entire album of Lemon. Like this is it. This is the plan. Beyonce. I have allergies.
You okay? You gonna be okay?
Fine. It's Harlem,
Yeah?
New York, allergies.
So one thing I wanted to talk about because I've been obsessed with it is Killing Eve.
I haven't seen that. You don't give me your
It's
Showtime password.
So good, it's not on Showtime.
Fuck. Sorry. Bad word. Beep beep beep.
It's not
What is it on?
Showtime.
It's on cable. I don't do cable.
It's on BBC America.
Who knew there was a BBC America? Like anyone knew about that? Like okay.
I mean, clearly people do because it's been doing very well in ratings. I haven't finished it yet, but it is amazing.
What about the show do you love so much?
One, Sandra Oh.
Yes.
That's a big
For those
one.
who don't know her, that we're talking about Christina Yang from Grey's Anatomy. I still watch Grey's Anatomy. Judge me.
She was probably my favorite part of Grey's Anatomy.
She was.
And then since then, like, Killing Eve has just been absolutely incredible. Like the writing, the direction, both women actually, and not only that, but just like it's a woman of color in a leading part, and it has nothing to do with her being Asian.
Yeah, like that's what essentially even in Grey's Anatomy, like so much of the cast, like even when if you've read Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes, like the way she talks about how Christina Yang was made out of because of like Sandra Oh's awesomeness and like how much of it,
because she's amazing.
Like and it's like Shonda essentially wrote Christina as like her like the sort of person Shonda wanted to be, like the hero she wished she would be. So clearly she didn't, like when the casting happened, she didn't see herself as like this Asian woman. She just wanted someone who's badass, and the fact that Sandra Oh could embrace that, and
so good.
like when she left, I think I felt more of a it was more depressing to watch her leave than like, let's say, Dr. Shepard or all those other like Izzy's and all the other doctors, because Sandra was like,
to be fair, I stopped watching after season 5.
Shonda, I love Grey's. You do you. Ellen, I love Ellen Pompeo. I love what you're doing. Continue. I think I watch the show.
Continue.
No, but I watch that show religiously.
Do you still watch? You still watch Grey's Anatomy?
It's on Netflix. I do, and but it did lose momentum when Christina Yang left.
I mean, she's incredible.
It was part of my childhood. Like there were some few shows that were aired on Indian TV, American shows, and Grey's Anatomy was one of them. And I think that kind of show sort of really, what do you say, reinstalled? That sounds like an app software thing. Reinstalled my love for American acting. Like we saw a lot of British TV too, but something about British TV was all about up there. It was like something which was never accessible. Grey's Anatomy made it more accessible. Like, Chandra Wilson or anyone, like just watching that show. So I have like this kind of like loyalty towards like such shows. Like if Game of Thrones went on for 20 seasons, which I would love, I will watch it, even though
I probably would too.
Yeah, we're all back to anyway. Game of Thrones is, I think, for another segment.
Yeah,
but yeah, Sandra Oh.
The brilliance of Sandra Oh.
Yeah.
Also, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who I have become just enamored with, honestly.
I thought she was just in love, guys.
I am. I really, really am.
Romantic music.
I am. I'm a little in love because I watched Fleabag. Yeah. In was that last year? No, that was 2016. Watched Fleabag in 2016 and loved everything about it. And had to look her up immediately and found out that she was the creator and writer. And I, not only that, but like I was inspired by her to create my own work because just what she created fit her so well, and it was an interesting story, and it was different from a lot of stuff that's out there. So I immediately was like, this is what I want to do, so I can stop watching the same television show over and over and over and over and over again. And it was just kind of my vibe too. It was.
Is she the one in the poster with Sandra? The one that we keep on seeing on New York subways?
She's not in Killing Eve. She just she created it.
Oh, I thought she was in it too.
No, she's not in it. She just this one she created. Fleabag and Crashing. I believe she created. I know she created Fleabag.
Yeah.
I think she created Crashing as well. Wait.
Okay, Google. This is where
I have to now check because I'm pretty darn sure she did. But if I'm wrong,
we also have iPhone X.
People will come for me, so I have to double check. Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
I love that name. It does have a musical tone to it. Like Alexander Hamilton.
And I remembered her from Broadchurch. She was in the second season. Are you saying yes because you know, or are you just saying it?
No, because I'm Broadchurch. I'm talking about all the shows that I watch on Netflix. You're the one who's watching stuff on BBC.
Love Broadchurch.
I only have Netflix and I've stolen my friend's HBO. So those are the only two like mediums I can watch my shows in. I don't have BBC American, all this fancy ass stuff that you watch.
Okay.
I don't even have Hulu.
That sounds like a judgment.
Well, I should be watching Mindy because Mindy is Mindy.
I did not finish the Mindy Project.
We should watch it.
I know. I was
watching The Office the other day and I
felt shitty for not doing it.
It's okay.
Ha!
What?
No. Yes. Written and created by Crashing. I was right.
You're always right.
So, I'm really not.
Yeah,
but
more right than I am.
Fleabag and Crashing, which I both loved. I loved Crashing. I loved like the zaniness of it. I love her work. I think she's incredible. And then I found out that she created this show as well, and it's freaking brilliant.
Do you know how young she is, or how young she is?
I mean, IMDb has people's ages, which isn't great
I'm trying to ask because like that sounds so.
But I'm pretty sure she's in her 30s.
Your phone's not recognizing your face.
I know.
God bless technology.
Oh, suck it! It just did. Haha. See?
Just saying.
You shouldn't talk bad about my phone. It made you look silly.
My phone.
She's also a Cancer.
What is up with Cancer and
Phoebe
talent?
Waller-Bridge.
Like fucking Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge, another amazing Cancer.
What's it? How old is she? I mean, we do not talk about. Let me see how.
Born in 85. I'm sorry if
She's just 7 years older than me.
I just put your age out there, Phoebe. I'm sorry.
And 3 shows. Like, these women. Like, here's a big shout out to all the women who are creating their own work and kicking ass. Like, they're not just creating it for the heck of it, but like putting actual thought and making a change.
I'm telling you, she was a huge inspiration in creating this company and creating our production company. She was a huge inspiration behind that.
Is this when we talk about a production company?
Well, I guess so now that I've put it out there. So another thing that we do besides acting is
Give me an L. That does not fit L.
No.
Give me a 2.
No.
How do you make a 2?
I'm not doing this.
2. Give me a G.
This is all Mahima all by herself.
L2. Okay, you know what? I'll do it.
Okay, so L2G.
I'm trying to be cute here.
Production company, LLC.
Oh, we're an LLC, yo. This shit is real.
Is a
we
production company that the both of us created when we left. When we left. We didn't leave. When we graduated.
We left.
From our drama school. And we have been making short films together, and this year we have several projects coming up that we're super excited about. But I love saying her name too, Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Yeah. She also just really inspired me to do this and to write.
Yeah.
Like, just to get out there and stop waiting for the roles to come to me and just fucking write it.
Yes, as Ava DuVernay, another inspiration for us, says like, I'm gonna completely butcher this quote of hers, but that I don't believe in banging on those doors that wouldn't open for me, so I created my own door and walked right through them.
That's amazing.
Did I butcher it, or did it's above my? It's like on my cover picture on
When
my
did
face.
she say that?
I don't know. It's on my cover. It was when Wrinkle in Time came out.
Did she not say that?
It's all above my. Okay, you know what? Technology.
I'm kidding.
Just check my Facebook, yo. Here, while she verifies this view.
What am I doing?
Just look.
What am I looking
just
at?
read it. This is a quote. Something like that.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to continue knocking on that old door that doesn't open for me. I'm going to create my own door and walk through that. Yeah.
Close. I think I was close.
You were close.
I was close. But the intention, like, that's what essentially, like,
The intention was there.
in our drama school, and we were seeing, like, we're human beings.
Yeah.
We have stories.
Yep.
And not like stories like, oh my god, I have gone through hell, or I mean, we all have, but it's just like we have like day-to-day activities that we do, and we just don't see that on the big screen, and we're like, what's up with that? Like, I eat, people who sound like me fall in love. We do fall in love. We do have tendencies to sometimes fall in love or fall out of it or get our hearts broken. So I was like, why aren't we seeing all of that? Like, there's so many Christmas movies. Where are those Diwali movies?
I'm telling you. Yeah. It's coming.
It's coming. So that kind of like was the intention behind starting this company, and of course inspired by such amazing women as Shonda or Phoebe or Ava. Oh god, so it's always been
Issa Rae. Also Issa Rae. Huge inspiration. Can't leave her out.
We cannot.
Oprah also can't leave out.
We cannot. Oh my god, no! I'm not, this is a podcast. See, this is not scripted. Like I don't have like notes, but there's so many women.
I feel attacked.
I do, because look at there's some like notes everywhere. Can you see it? Yeah, that's her. Fish. But these women, like, and it's not like they're just creating stuff like, oh, I want to be in a romantic lead, I just want to be with a cutesy boy. No, it's like content that is moving the world forward. That's what I think is important. That's what I think is like causing the change in Gandhi's words that we want to see. Because it's such a validation, it's such a relief. It's like right now we were watching Dear White People also, and it's like all this TV show just showing the world that it actually is. And this is like Shonda says, and it's one of my favorite quotes, which I'm going to butcher again because I'm a butcherer of quotes. It's like women of color.
Something to be proud of.
No, I just don't remember. It's in my conscious. Like this is
no. I'm sorry. Say it. Say it.
Mwah. Anyway, I don't know who I kissed. I'd like, even though I can see you, I should throw the kiss at you. But Shonda says that people of color or women of color especially are never really someone's sidekick in real life.
Oh,
like,
yeah. That's thing.
That we're not like writing women as like just bosses or people who run shit does not make me trailblazer. It's the world as it is. And writing the things that I know doesn't make me, it just makes me real, it makes me accessible, and it just like so there's something so awesome about it, and something about the way she writes her characters gives us permission to go out and show up to like audition rooms, because we know that even though there might be still like a lot of problematic scripts or stuff out there, but there's still people like Shonda who are bringing about the change, who are actually willing to show the world as it is. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, that makes total sense.
So big shout out to all the female showrunners.
Yes,
We
all
are
of them.
inspired. Please continue what you do.
But I also just
Mindy.
oh shoot. Yeah, Mindy. Sorry, Mindy.
Mindy.
Mindy, definitely. Mindy
Indian.
Kaling, huge.
Mindy
Trailblazer.
Kalingam. I'll say your last name as it will be said. Sorry. Okay. No. Okay. No, I'm just saying. Why are you smiling? I take.
Threw me under the bus there. No, it's okay.
You know how brown people, when they're saying other brown people's names, like I don't understand why I Americanize their names when I know exactly how it's supposed to be pronounced. Like,
I mean, no, totally.
Yeah.
If you pronounce it, I just look like an
imagine if I just said Beyonce.
that would be weird. That would be weird
But yeah,
if you just said Beyonce.
Beyonce. I don't think she's gonna come to our show now.
I don't think she was, but
Jay-Z?
no, we just got a call. She said she's coming.
She's coming? Oh,
No,
okay.
she's not.
I'm happy. I'll lose my shit if she came here.
I know.
But yeah, I'm just saying, like, when I hear like you know, it's not Hassan Minaj, like Hassan it's Hassan Minaj. See, I get confused about how our names are pronounced because
Are
you know
you sure?
no, it is Hassan Minaj. Hassan. It's not Hassan. Maybe we should have him in the show
I was
and
about to
clarify.
say, I just want him to tell me.
Him to tell. Like it's not Priyanka, it's Priyanka Chopra. Rrr. This is when my Indian R comes, you know, as I was.
See, I totally get that, but sometimes my mouth doesn't want to make
You
that
don't have
sense.
to. I'm just saying about like when brown people in America butcher brown names. I was like, bitch, you bad words again.
Wait, who is that though? I have never met those people.
Come to Jersey City. You have clearly they're not in Harlem.
Well,
They're not. So you need to go. And I'm like, girl, you are from Delhi. You know these names. They're like our neighbors' names. Why are you
wait,
butchering
what
them?
do you think that is?
What you tell? You know why? Because they're just trying to be, you know, trying to merge, trying to
Assimilate?
Merge.
Merge.
And I'm like, assimilation is fine, but you can even like I hate it when brown people go to all these like Indian restaurants and just like don't know how to pronounce the names of the food that their mom's been cooking for them since day one. Like if they call dal lentils, it's not even pronunciation. They change the shit. I was like, it says
Who are
dal.
these people?
Let's bring them on the show next. I will call. They live in Newport. Sorry, shit. I used to live in Jersey City. I just moved last year and I'm
Okay,
so happy.
can you refrain from giving people's addresses out? Thanks,
I
Mahima.
didn't give address. I just gave a neighborhood.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
But no, there are so many brown people who just can't pronounce their Hindi food names, which it's good for you. But then the problem that I have is like when I say the correct pronunciation, they have the audacity of correcting me. I was like,
Correct you in what way?
like it's like, for example, like Avatar. Like, you know, it's the word is avatar.
Right.
I understand, like, when you, like, other people, Americans say it's fine, but, like, avatar is, like, the words we use every day in our religious studies or any kind of thing.
Right.
So I'm like, why are you, when you're referring to the film, you use that word, avatar, but, wait, anyway, it just makes me it's interesting how.
I mean, I kind of understand it when you're talking about referring to the film.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel like I understand it when it's referred to the film because like that's how they marketed it. So when everyone who's marketing it is saying like Avatar, I can kind of understand how someone's like, hey, did you go see Avatar? Because that's what the actors are calling, that's what the director's calling it, that's what the producers are calling, that's what the commercials are calling it.
Did you know they're doing Avatar 2? See, I said Avatar 2.
Are they?
I heard that.
James Cameron?
He's a Leo.
Is he?
Yeah. So is Stanley Kubrick, Christopher Nolan, Alfred Hitchcock. I'm just saying there's a pattern between Oscar-winning not Oscar-winning. Alfred
Leos.
And Leo Pride.
Okay.
I don't know. August is supposed to be our month. It's June. Sorry, Geminis, but. Okay, but yeah, no, I'm not saying that it makes me mad when people mispronounce things, but it's interesting. Like if I mispronounce an American word in front of an American, they'll be like, no, this is how you pronounce it. It becomes like such a thing. Like they would be ready to change the pronunciation. But if I was like, hey, it's not chicken tikka masala, it's tikka, they'll be like, no, they wouldn't listen.
Which American?
Are we supposed to give names here?
No, don't give people's names.
Okay, then why don't say that? I mean, it's just
No, I think for me, I just find the audacity of if you like corrected me when I was saying like a word in Hindi or something like that, and I mispronounced it, and then you corrected me, the audacity to be like, no. let me tell you
No,
what
they
it is.
actually say that.
That's really weird to me.
They're not like, no, this is the correct pronunciation, but they'll actually say, and I know like two people whose names are like floating in my mind, and I have to stop myself physically
Don't
from
say
saying
them.
this name. I know, just like physically hold me right now. It's like they'll be like, honey, you're in America, this is how we say it. And it's kind of like, oh, I have to. That kind
Okay,
of
that
thing.
I expect.
That
I
and
expect.
and it's not like as a rude thing, like this is how we say it, but it's interesting. Like, for example, I did not know how to use chopsticks here, and fuck that, we use everything with our hands. Like all the hygiene for, like, it's more hygienic to use your hands to eat food, by the way, than utensils. Anyway, that's for another episode. But anyway, so the sushi, which kept on, not even sushi, it was like rice, which was disintegrating, and in India you can use your hands to eat rice, and rice is like not just. So this American person is just like, you need a girl, it like taught me how to use chopsticks. I was like, I went to a convent school, I know how all those table manners, I just don't want to use it.
Yeah.
And you fast forward, then it's the same girl eating Indian food with fork and knife, and I'm like, bitch. That shit is legit for, like, how the hell do you cut? It's like, oh, it's pita bread. No, it's not pita bread. It's naan. It is delicious, especially when it's buttered and garlicky. Anyway, so, and then I felt awkward telling her not to use fork and knife, even though there's no way you can enjoy eating naan with dal or lentils, as people know it, with fork and knife. But it's interesting how I felt more embarrassed to not use chopsticks, but this person would not feel embarrassed to use fork and knife for Indian food. That's the kind of like contradiction and weirdness. Even some Indian people use fork and knife for their Indian food. I was like, what? Your mom? She will.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely used fork and knife. But then I also had a friend of mine in college who, even before I went to India, who like taught me how to like eat food.
Yeah.
And
Isn't it fun?
yeah, it's great and it's super simple.
It's so simple, and you can just like mix everything, and it's like it's in your control.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, I dipped it here, now there's no room, no thing.
But I think what's weird to me is like the audacity to be like, no,
Yeah.
it's like this. I don't get that. Like when my friend corrected me when I was eating with a fork and knife, I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's where you're awesome, and I'm having this conversation with you.
But clearly I'm also like, you know better than I do, so
Yeah.
why on earth would I tell you
Exactly.
how I should do it?
Exactly.
Or how it should be done.
And I think it's a like exchange of knowledge and information, as opposed to, oh, I'm demeaning you. But whenever I'm trying to learn something, or like someone's trying to correct me, it's almost like, oh, you didn't know this? Like, how could you not know this? Like, how could you not know the pronunciation of Dwayne Reed? Well, it's like, I read like,
How else are you supposed to pronounce Dwayne
I don't know,
Reed?
I read the DU, it's like Dew,
Oh, Dwayne?
like something like that. And
Dwayne?
yeah.
It's still Dwayne.
Dwayne.
But that's what
I
you're
had like
saying.
more emphasis on the, anyway, English language and I have an interesting relationship, and
Yeah.
I'm happy to learn, but then it's like, if I'm teaching you the pronunciations of stuff written in my language, then it's not about whoa. It's more about, oh, okay, that I did not know that. Like, for example, when we were talking about Kamala Harris,
Yeah.
and you were like, oh, that's how you say her name, that's so interesting. So I was like, yeah, Kamala Harris, you're awesome.
Also awesome.
Oh my God, Kamala.
See, but that's just like, that's black people doing it though. Kamala.
No, there are other people also. White people also do that. Okay.
No, I know, but
Why
like,
am I whispering right
I don't
into the
know.
mic? It's like a whisper.
I don't know. You're just like, if I say
It's
it
like
really
only
loud,
people-
it's less offensive if I talk
I just
really
whisper.
and like
I'm
whisper.
scared, yo. I'm scared of things. I'm scared of saying things out loud. Anyway,
Well, you've said a lot of them.
I did.
Um,
Chalta hai. And Hindi. For all my Hindi speaking folks
so
out
everyone
there.
watched Killing Eve,
Yes.
and I think the other thing is, did you hear about the whole like Roseanne thing? What's your take on that?
Oh my God. I'm really proud of ABC for
Me too.
Hashtag me too. Oh no, sorry. That was
That's not the same
sorry.
thing.
Oh.
Not this. Can I have my hand back? Thank
I have
you.
a tendency to bite when I feel embarrassed.
Oh, I'm so glad. This is new information to me.
Oh, I like to. Okay, but yes, that was. I feel shitty for the people who like, because we're writing our own stuff, because we're producing. Like, we know the hard work that
The
goes
hard
into
work that goes into it.
even doing the sound,
that sucks.
even and I would be pissed. Like, if we will never hire someone in our company who would be like
We
that.
will do our darndest.
We will fight tooth and nail. Like, even if like we don't have like whatever like resources stuff, but it's important like to have people who have common sense or who are just human beings. I don't know, like how to say, like how.
I mean, here's the thing: she's a human being, obviously, but like, I don't really know where her head's at.
So many people's heads. We don't know where their heads
Because you have this opportunity, and the ratings were amazing.
Yes,
Everyone
it
was
was.
talking about how the ratings were the best on television right now, and then you took this massive risk. I forgot who I saw on Twitter, but someone on Twitter was like, "Wow, can you imagine?" Like loving being racist more than loving money, and it's like I just thought that was funny because I was just like, yeah, oh shit,
things are going so right for you. Like, why do you have to
things
go?
were going so well, so well.
I am just thinking about all her, the people who are working in that show, man. That must have. It's heartbreaking for that, but I'm proud of ABC for what they did. Like that was
that was ballsy.
Like, because this is an example. This is such an example, and because in our industry also, when we hear that, we swallow so much of that bullshit. But now that we see like someone in such high position and power is not encouraging this behavior, is actually like completely shutting it off, is such a gift.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
As Shonda says, like she did a racist thing and ABC did the humanist thing or something like that.
No, I think you're right. I think she said like they ABC did the human thing. And I absolutely agree. Like it just kind of perplexed me why she thought that was a good idea, or even like beneficial to her career. Like in what?
No, you really need to have like some element of confidence, dude. Like
you really do.
Like, or delusion. I don't know if it's confidence, delusion.
Confidence, delusion. It's one of those.
Do like when I'm tweeting, I'm like half the time like worried. It's like you. I don't know how to say it. Like you don't do that, especially if you're such a public figure. And I just feel bad for the rest of the production company.
I do too, because I also love John Goodman.
And imagine being an actor. Imagine being like, oh my god, I got picked up for the scene. Oh,
right.
We got 2 speaking lines.
And it's like, I have a job. Yeah. Like I have a job and things are great, and then your co-star does something stupid and the whole show gets canceled. And then you're like, I'm unemployed again.
I mean, we've kind of experienced, not unemployment, but we've kind of experienced like being in productions, or like, you know, when it's like being an actor is like such a, things are not under your control, and it's so shitty. And we sometimes like your co-star or your director just goes crazy, or like it's their,
I mean, never to that extent.
No, never to that extent.
Yeah. I feel like,
thank God.
I feel like that's.
But I can imagine myself in that position in which like a co-star does that and I lose my employment. I'll be
I thought
furious.
It was really interesting that the young actress on the show said, or she tweeted that she was calling her manager before she knew the show got canceled. She was calling her manager to say that she wanted to quit the show.
Wow.
That's
impressive.
That's impressive.
I mean, they must have seen that behavior, maybe. Like,
maybe.
Yeah, because it's, you know, the Twitter is just like one like people are shitty on Twitter because like they are shitty.
Again, and I think she had a pretty substantial role.
Oh.
That she was then gonna call her manager and be like, "Hey, I don't want to be on the show anymore."
Like that same thing with the Stranger Things kid did when he fired his agent because found out that age. And this agent got him that Stranger Things gig. So
really,
and then you fire him because he was, I'm not sure if it was the same agent, but I'm assuming, and he fired him because of the accusations against this agent, which speaks volumes, and that's like a young child who has that level of maturity, which was very impressive, and I think that's very bold. So there's hope in the future. There's hope.
I'm hoping so. I really do. Those kids from, oh no, see, now I'm gonna mess it up.
Let's not mess up.
I know.
Third topic, or no, second topic. Did you talk about?
I did. Well, I mean, it was related. It was the whole like Roseanne thing, and then with Samantha Bee.
Yes.
And how they like, because of the whole Roseanne thing, I think they came after Samantha Bee, and I don't know. First of all, for people to equate saying something racist to saying something like vulgar is ridiculous.
It is.
It's ridiculous. How can you possibly say that is the same thing?
It's kind of like saying that, oh, women are violent too, or like women have committed like one. No, I don't. I'm not making sense.
I was like, what?
No, I'm just saying like when they're trying to equate some sort of violence. Okay, no, leave it. I'm not really...
Okay.
It's getting hot here, guys.
But no. I think it's. I think it's. They're not even in the same place, because saying something racist about someone is not just name calling.
Mm-hmm.
There's a much deeper problem with that, as opposed to just like
being vulgar.
But then there's also like the American relationship with like the C word. And
Britishers and Australians are...
Right, exactly. And I personally don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah. No.
Like, that to me is not a big deal. It's no different from saying, like, bitch, in my opinion.
Same.
I don't understand this American... Like, I was reading a couple of articles, and they were saying, and she used the word that you never, ever use to describe a woman. And I'm just like... Why?
There's so many other things.
I don't understand. Like, there are so many worse things that you could say to a woman. Like women who get threatened with rape on Twitter and things like that.
That's
like,
something more.
Like, that to me is more of a problem.
Yeah,
than,
considering how you can see someone where they are, their location and
like,
stuff.
I don't really see how that's...
Like sensitivity for the sake of being sensitive, because it takes from the importance from away from the actual issue that we're talking about. Like this thing about what's her name, Roseanne? No.
Who? Roseanne Barr?
Yeah, no, the show.
Samantha Bee?
No, not the one.
The name of the show?
Yeah. No, anyway, what I'm saying is like you're just trying to
Full
get...
Frontal. Haha. I remembered. Full Frontal.
Full Frontal. That is her name. Like, people have been criticizing. They're just trying to take the attention away and put it elsewhere. Because
she'd also used the word on the show before.
Yeah. So
and no one said anything.
Yeah, that's what makes me mad. Is like, because you're just trying to act all... Like, if in India, for example, what happened was there was... some actor made used the term like rape as a joke, and which again I was furious about. And then a girl, she didn't say rape, but she just like sort of was talking about something about like harassment, and it was like she just as women, if we get all angry about rape or stuff, people are like, oh, and then if someone jokes about, like, joke is the only way, not like making fun of the situation, but just like making light of the situation just to be heard. She used that tactic, and everyone's like, oh, why isn't anyone blaming her? Because it's a woman talking about violence that's inflicted on, especially where I come from, on women. So that actor was like, the male actor was wrong in using that word and the context in which he used. So stop comparing the two. It's just about that guy was wrong and the actress.
Well, do you think that do you think it was the context of the way that she was using the joke, or do you think it was
they just wanted
because she was a woman?
Because they just wanted to get behind a woman. It's like, oh, women also do that kind of a thing. You know?
Right.
I'm like, yeah.
But are you more? Let's say that it's the same joke. Are you more comfortable, like, is it more uncomfortable if a man says it and you're more comfortable with a woman making a joke about it?
No one should make a joke about it. The problem with that man was that he has been accused in the past of harassment and stuff. Okay. So that was like, it has more of a baggage. It has more of a, like, you have more context to be offended by him.
Yeah.
The girl, like, because she has no history of that action.
Yeah.
So it just didn't, it was so disbalanced, and yet she was at the receiving end of the same amount of ire as this guy. And I was like, that's not equal. Like, that's a different, it's a disbalance. Should we joke about this? Never.
Yeah.
That's like whenever people make in India, also in India, when some sports team beats the other sports team, they're like, oh, I don't even want to say that word.
I know.
Yeah. And it's not because, oh, it's a bad word, we will not. No, it's just like the history behind it in itself, and I don't want to use it. But then when people use
using it that way,
for sports, it just makes me so mad, especially like where I come from. When men use it, I will say it, like it makes me more angry. I was like, no, because of the ratio, the disbalance.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, that's what makes me lose my mind, and that's when I open my hair. And
You open your hair.
I open my hair when I get angry. I'm not angry right now, it's just I thought I look good. I shampooed it. Light conversations. This was supposed to be a fun...
I was having fun.
Okay. We are having fun intellectual discussions.
Oh no, I just sounded like someone. I'm not gonna say her.
So you also have people's names floating about. Ooh. Oh.
And then there's Rihanna.
What are we talking about her? Her
What do you mean?
like
What
Met Gala? Like what
isn't
about
there
her?
to talk about?
I mean her Met Gala clothes, or like that she was...
her Met Gala, her lingerie line that she just launched. Her makeup line that has been amazing.
Yeah, you use a foundation,
I am
right?
currently not wearing any, but I
We
generally
do a before and after
do.
segment after.
Yeah, sure. No. But I hate makeup. Hate it. Rihanna is the first person that ever got me excited about.
Stuff too.
Like got me. Yes, brown lady.
Yeah.
Brown lady, get on the makeup. Get on
we
the
don't have
Fenty.
good makeups, right? We never had good makeup for our skin tone.
Not really.
Either if I put makeup, I look really like my neck and my face are not the same, part of the same body.
But it's not only that. There was like, even with darker makeup, one, they never had like my actual shade. I always had to like put two
shades together, like mix
together.
it, and I would like comment like, is this us? Oh, that's how
And I'm like, guys, you couldn't figure out what my brown is. Like, I understand as brown people, we come in a lot of different browns.
Surprise!
But then I see a lot of different shades of white. So like, come on. Get it together.
I know.
Which
makeup's important. We're actors, yo.
Which Rihanna has, and
She's a queen.
I'm so also in love. I'm so in love with everything she's doing right now, and I'm someone who used to not like Rihanna.
Really?
I didn't.
I always enjoyed, even back home, like we listened to her music and Beyonce's music.
Because
like,
every time Umbrella came on, I wanted to throw my speakers
I danced
across.
on Umbrella
the
in
room.
one of
I
our
hated it.
Delhi competitions, and it was pretty rad. We used actual umbrellas. Isn't that groundbreaking? Sorry.
No.
That was my little pitch too.
Wow, that was great.
It was
really
great because that's how inspiring Rihanna was.
Okay.
But her makeup, I want to
She
try.
inspired you to use
music was
umbrellas in a song about umbrellas. I mean, the song isn't about umbrellas, but the song says umbrella.
She uses that word
That's
a
not
couple of
that-
times, and we
that's
opened the
not that
umbrella.
groundbreaking,
That choreography,
and I hate to
I'm
break
pretty
it to
sure they
you.
have a video of it somewhere, which no one will ever find.
We will find it.
See, this is when you need to be famous so that people can actually do active research on your background.
No, I'm gonna find it though. I'm gonna call your parents and I'm gonna see if I can
they
get
want
it.
it.
And
My
then we're
parents
gonna
didn't watch
show
that
it
show.
on
We will
the
not, and we do
podcast.
not invite our parents to watch us dance on Western dance. No, they only come to watch me when I'm doing some Diwali shit or like I'm have like dandiya sticks and traditional clothes. That umbrella was like for our hidden underground
hidden.
Delhi scene.
That's really weird.
Well,
So, point being, Rihanna's amazing, and also, have you seen her lingerie line?
I've seen my like on Instagram, like all her like it's all different shapes and sizes.
First
like,
of all, fucking beautiful.
oh yes.
Oh my god.
I thought you were gonna say fuck Instagram, but I was like, don't say that. I love
No,
Instagram.
I mean, I'm not a huge. That's another topic.
Anyway.
But I loved, I love the pictures. I also love that it's inclusive.
Yeah, it is very...
Of women all like sizes and shapes and shades and it's just I just fucking love what she's doing right now, and I'm like, Rihanna, keep doing it, babe.
Yeah, and it's to all the women dedicated to on this like episode. We've talked about so many women who've been like changing so much. It's not like
Just
one
like
giant change, but like
trailblazers,
little things like laundry lines or like companies or like stories, and it's so inspiring, and we are so inspired by you. Thank you so much. This one was like a first episode is in a way dedicated to these
absolutely
trailblazing women.
dedicated to these fucking beautiful queens that
That
we
is
love.
under your umbrella. Sorry.
Okay, well,
I had to do that. I'm like, please watch the second episode. I will not be this inappropriate. Bring me under your
was a
umbrella.
way.
No, get me under your wing. Oh, you English, not English. You American people. I know.
Wing.
Okay,
What
get
are you
me
talking
under your
about,
wing. Get me under your
feel like you're doing an action right now.
Sorry. I think this will be a good time to say goodbye because I'm at loss of words, and this is when I start babbling. So Gabby, turn the mic off.
No, actually, I kind of want to just like let you sit here and babble.
No. English is not my first language.
I'd like to see what would happen.
Like, haven't you like get some? They have this umbrella foundation. Is that a thing?
That's a thing. Wait, not a foundation.
Yeah,
you mean
umbrella
like putting subjects into an umbrella of terms?
Something like that. You get it. So I was just trying to connect that, and then the umbrella song, and okay. Clearly, I'm not very good at this association thing.
All right, so thank you, everyone.
Please follow us on Instagram, L2G Productions, and Twitter.
Yes, also L2G Productions.
And subscribe to our YouTube, also L2G Productions. And give us some love.
Thank you for listening to Lionfish Podcast.
So I thought I needed.
I want the Lion King.
It's not Lion.
But we love Lion King.
It's Lionfish.
Beyonce's gonna be Lion King.